EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Space City, Houston, Texas, and NRG Stadium. The veteran Nick Folk about ready to get this show started. And off we go from Houston. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Going to throw right away. Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
Prior to the opening kickoff, the home crowd is rocking. They're on their feet cheering. Well, one play in, got a little quieter in here. This defense came out, and they took the fight right to him, able to bring the quarterback down for an opening play sack to get their defense settled into this one.
And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. First carry for Joe Mixon. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
That's caught. It's Joe Mixon. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Fairbairn's kick is good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First carry for the man from Memphis, Tony Pollard. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On play action, here's Levis. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. A gain of 11 on that one. 1st down for Tennessee. To throw is Levis. That's to the left side, caught by Ridley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Levis. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. And he's into the end zone. Tyler Boyd. Touchdown, Tennessee. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Titans move out to a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, here's Stroud. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Levis to throw it here on 1st down. A dive and a catch. Incredible. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. They run it straight ahead with Pollard. He'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's at the 27. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Levis. That caught Tony Pollard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up. He pulls it in around the 5. And he will power his way into the end zone. Tyler Boyd. Touchdown, Titans. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Stroud going to get rid of this to Dell. So after 1, it's the Titans out to the early lead. Here's 2nd and 9. From from the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. This is caught downfield. It's Dell. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a give up the middle to Mixon. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Mixon. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line. Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Over the top. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you drop on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Pollard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now, Levis. Quick throw, taken in. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Levis to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Ridley, complete. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. He'll complete that to his fullback. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Titan 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. They go play action with Levis. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
I like the idea of moving the pocket. It makes it harder for the defense to rush the passer, but you have to account for the end man on the line of scrimmage, and that guy's job is to set an edge. Nobody gets outside of me. In this case, the quarterback. You've got to be better protecting your edges anytime you put your quarterback on the move. Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, chalk that up as a win for the defense. Great job keeping a lid on this offensive passing attack. Force the ball to get checked down to the running back, rally, tackle him short of the sticks. And now it brings up a pretty interesting 4th down call. And, Coach, I think you got to go for it.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. That's taken in. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to. Gets there and keeps the drive alive. They'll run here with Pollard. They'll work forward only to about the 18. Here's a 2nd and 9. This throw, right side, taken in by Ridley. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Throwing is Levis. He's got it at the 3. To the goal line and in. Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
So, 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the 2nd half. Pretty interesting 1st half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this 2nd half gets underway. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. 2nd and 7. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
From the gun, on 3rd down, here's Levis. Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds, up past the 35-yard line. That is rare. You don't see 3rd and 17 converted all that often. 1st down. Here's Levis. Now a screen. Here's Pollard. Whoa! And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, here's Levis. The throw on the run is complete. He is in. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Titans. Folk now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans will extend this 3rd quarter lead. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
On the quick, right?
They'll go play action with Stroud. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. A 2nd down throw for Stroud. That's caught downfield by Diggs. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. On play action, Stroud. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
A short throw pulled in by Schultz. And he won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and They were able to stop that play really before it got started. The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Howard. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll manage to get to the 33. Harold Landry there on the tackle. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Now a deep ball here for Collins.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off. And now here in the 2nd half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on 1 or 2 of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
Here's Stroud. This one intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. Here comes the screen to Spears. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run once more, and it's Pollard again. Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. 2nd down and 8. Now a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. He'll try and run for the first down with Pollard. And it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up. They'll run here. It's Pollard. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Receiver in motion, headed left. They'll go with him again. A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up, and they cash it in on 3rd and goal. To throw is Levis. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Folks' kick is good. And the Titans add on to their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
They'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stroud.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
And he's going to have a Texans 1st down as this defense can't come up with the play they need. They surrender a gain of 17 on 4th down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Stroud. In trouble, and down he goes.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Taking off.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the 1st down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gets.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the former 1st-rounder, Kenneth Murray. And the Titans will have great field position as they take over at their own 45. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Pollard. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. A big play to kick off this drive. 35 yards. They'll go back to Pollard on first down. And he's going to take this all the way